Hi there, everyone. Thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Brandon T. Jones in for Laura today. We do want to start things outdoors really quick, checking in with Nicole Hernandez. She's filling in for meteorologist Thomas Patrick. Nicole, you're tracking some wet weather this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely, Brandon. You can see nothing happening quite yet, but I've noticed that the wind has picked up a tiny bit ahead of this storm, and it's even more cloudy than it was when I was out here this morning. Those clouds have been building all morning long ahead of this. You can see them all over Riverfront Park, across the entire region as well. It is just 51 degrees out, and because of this cloud cover, we're really not warming up too much more from there. But this is why this is all happening. This storm here that's been moving its way closer to the Spokane area, now just barely west of Spokane at the moment. So that moisture is going to continue moving its way here into the region. And then we end up with that band of rain that's going to hit Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Sandpoint, Pullman. It's that nice band that's going to move its way through. You can see it happen here in our future tracker. It is going to stick around just for a little bit, and then we start to see more scattered showers for the rest of the afternoon. An evening of potential even sun peeking through once the main bulk of moisture has moved through, but it's kind of on and off. It's very spring-like weather, where one minute you say it's raining, and then the next you're like, where did that rain go, and what, now it's sunny? That's kind of going to be today. This is overnight tonight. We have another batch of a little bit heavier rain that's going to move its way through the region. And then tomorrow looks more like scattered showers versus bigger bands of moisture.
Go ahead and take a listen to that sound. It's a sound you'll be hearing all summer long in downtown Spokane as road construction season is underway. Today, two big construction projects are getting underway in Spokane. It means lots of lane closures that you'll want to know about. The first project is grind and overlay work in downtown Spokane. This is on Washington and Stevens in between Spokane Falls Boulevard. It's a continuation of work you saw last year, but this is now the final phase. Lane reductions are in place on both streets throughout the entirety of the project. Drivers should expect slower speeds and traffic delays. On southbound Stevens Street, work will start between Sprague Avenue and First. On northbound Washington, work will start between Main Street and First Avenue. Another traffic alert for the day, this time for drivers in East Central Spokane. Hartson Avenue between Freya and Havana Street is closed as part of a safe route to schools effort. The pedestrian improvement project got underway this morning and will last until this Friday, May 23rd. You can expect detours on 2nd to 3rd Avenue. We have more information about both of these projects on our website right now. Just go to krem.com. And happening now, Spokane International Airport has closed its main runway for routine maintenance work. The closure started at 8 this morning and goes until 4 this afternoon. The runway will close again tomorrow during those same hours. The good thing is for passengers, there shouldn't be any delays. The airport will instead use its secondary east-west oriented runway. The biggest impact might be for people living here on the South Hill. They will then see an increase in air traffic while that secondary runway is in use. Also new at noon, the Spokane International Airport says this summer could be the busiest in airport history. The airport is seeing a 13% increase from June and July compared to last year. For Memorial Day weekend alone, departing seats are up nearly 18%. Because of this increase, the airport is reminding passengers to get to the airport early. They recommend at least 2 hours before your flight. Also, make sure your identification is Real ID compliant. Well, today's support is pouring in across party lines for former President Joe Biden. He revealed this weekend that he's battling prostate cancer. His family says they're now reviewing treatment options. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
Former President Biden posted on social media a picture of himself and the former First Lady, writing, "Cancer touches us all. Like so many of you, Jill and I have learned that we are strongest in the broken places. Thank you for lifting us up with love and support." Biden's personal office released a statement Sunday saying the 82-year-old had been diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer that has spread to the bone. Doctors evaluated Mr. Biden following the discovery of a small nodule in his prostate after he was seen for increased urinary symptoms. President Trump, in a post, said he extends his best wishes to the Biden family and wishes him a fast and successful recovery.
We wish the best for the former president's health. And, it sounds pretty serious, but hopefully he makes the right recovery.
For former President Biden, cancer research and finding a cure was a personal mission. He launched a national cancer moonshot initiative inspired in large part by his late son, Beau, who died of brain cancer.
We can end cancer as we know it. This is a presidential White House priority.
Biden first started the moonshot work while serving as former President Barack Obama's vice president. Mr. Obama, in a statement, said nobody has done more to find breakthrough treatments for cancer in all its forms than Joe. Biden's former vice president, Kamala Harris, called him a fighter. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Today, we also have an update in the bombing that took place at a fertility clinic in Southern California over the weekend. The FBI has identified 25-year-old Guy Edward Bartkus as a suspect. Investigators labeled the incident as an intentional act of terrorism targeting the IVF community. Investigators say the 25-year-old packed a Ford Fusion with explosives. They believe he then intentionally parked the car in front of a reproductive center in Palm Springs. 4 people were hurt and the suspect was killed in the blast. New at noon, Washington Governor Bob Ferguson has signed another series of bills today. This latest round focused on public safety, including domestic violence programs, emergency response systems in schools, and police officer certifications. The governor will sign more bills this afternoon at 1:30.